Hey, you guys know how they say, like, the Midwest is full of serial killers?
Yeah.
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 And the Pacific Northwest. So those are the two locuses for the most killers we can produce as humans.
Absolutely. And the Midwest specifically has sort of this weird notoriety for, like, really fucked up killers, you know, like killers who are able to get away with shit where you're like, I can't believe that somebody did that. I have just come back from spending a significant amount of time in the Midwest during summer. One of the most historically violent seasons in human history. I'm starting to suspect that it's less that the Midwest is full of serial killers and more that it is the serial killer equivalent of a bot lobby. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, but also elaborate.
Explain.
I was in Minnesota. I was in Minneapolis. I was in a major city, and I went up. I went up to the apartment, and there's just a fucking brick holding the door open, and I went, okay. And then I walked in there, and I was supposed to go into somebody else's house, you know, for like a party, for a gathering. And I did it, Andrew, where I walked into the wrong house because they didn't give me accurate description of where to go at all.
Jesus.
Okay.
And the person, I like looked around and was like, am I in the wrong place? And I stood in this person's home and texted the person, like, I'm in your living room. And they said, you're in the wrong place. Just leave there and then come upstairs and then you'll be fine. I didn't even see the people whose fucking house I was in. Dude, I don't think they were there.
So the Midwest is just providing all serial killers with a fucking game shark.
Yes.
Like, they're getting to put in the fucking cheat codes.
They're not producing better serial killers. They just... Midwestern people, victims.
Both future and past, yes.
This is gonna get really dicey. Midwestern victims, I feel like, are the equivalent of like what's that? You're almost extinct, endangered. It's like an endangered bird that nuzzles up to the barrel of the gun of a hunter.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, like, what are you fucking doing? Oh, you know what? I was in the Midwest. I was staying in a cabin. This is in rural Minnesota. I'm staying in a cabin. I go outside to smoke a joint because I want to smoke a joint, look up and see the beauty of the stars. You know, something I haven't really truly gotten to experience. I'm out there. I'm smoking. I'm enjoying my life. And then I hear... From inside of the forest, I hear what sounds like a strange pig scream, and then I hear a woman scream, and then I hear rustling, and I go, oh no. And then I threw the joint on the floor, and I ran inside, and I locked myself in the cabin, and I told everybody, I told everybody what I had heard, and they went, oh, it's probably deer. We're gonna go to bed. What? I saw the setup of the two people that I told. They were sleeping in a room with two windows that open up directly into the forest. No screen. No screen. They heard about the murder screams and they went, oh, okay, I'm going to open up this entryway and go to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
Midwestern people are the pandas of humans, just like aching for extinction. They're just like, oh yeah, we're just it's a good thing we're cute, because otherwise we'd be
It's like, I watch a lot of, I like a lot of true crime stuff, and there's always that interview of the person from the Midwest where they're just like, no one locks their doors around here, and you're like, okay, in the 80s, why not? 70s, whenever, why not? Sure, whatever. People were dumb. I feel like once the pattern began in like the 60s, after all of the leaded gas made everyone violently murderous, people should have been maybe locking their doors.
Yes.
Like every single piece of old documentary footage, it's just like, no one around here locks their doors. And I'm like, you guys had a Ripper 2 years ago. What do you mean no one locks their doors?
Brother, I was doing a project, a narrative project that takes place in Minnesota in 1991. So I was trying to research some of the stuff that happened in 1991, and I forgot how recent this was. A few months before my thing took place, like, they fucking just caught Jeffrey Dahmer in 1991.
Yeah.
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 He was drilling holes in a motherfucker's head in 1991.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that far removed.
No.
I was
No.
like,
We
I
had
was in school.
they stopped Jeffrey Dahmer, and then 4 years later, Slipknot came out. Okay, that's the fucking timeline we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, but there's something like nothing to me screams like the Midwest more than a lovely couple
Mm-hmm.
not locking their doors,
Mhm.
sleeping with their windows open, but
Mhm.
still having a ring cam. Like it's just like
yeah.
what
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong? Like what is this? What are we doing here? Like are you out of your mind?
Dude, it's so fucking backwards. I don't fucking understand this place at all. I'm getting all my gripes out now, by the way, because I've had
Sure,
this
yeah,
insight.
yeah. Speak up.
Here's a couple of things that pissed me off while I was there. First of all, I told Andrew this, but I got racismed against because I was in a very rural part of Minnesota. I was
Yeah.
in like up to 35.
Minnesota,
Yeah. I was really deep in there. I told Andrew, I showed him on a map. I was closer to Fargo, North Dakota than I was
Oh my
the
God.
Twin Cities.
Jesus. Okay.
I went to a Walmart. I'm sorry, I had to. It was the only place that I knew I was going to find swim trunks. And I walk into the Walmart, 2 different employees. I walk up to them and I go, "Excuse me, miss?" And they're like folding clothes and they just put down what they're doing and they ignore me and they just fucking walked away. And what? Just ejector seat from the conversation racism, dude. I've
That's
never
so
seen
fucking
that
crazy.
before.
Just like exit to lobby. Just
Yeah.
like, do you want to leave the match? Exit to lobby.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, that's crazy. I finally, this was my strat. After walking around and not being able to find anybody, I just looked for a black associate, and then I asked them,
Mhm.
and they were very helpful. So
I bet.
Yeah.
that pissed
Yeah.
me off.
That happens to me. I'm stealing.
Yeah.
I don't steal, but that happens to me. I'm stealing
It's just
everything.
it's made me feel. I weirdly liked it better when they yell slurs at you, because at least then I know that it happened. The first time somebody walked away from me, I was like, "Am I fucking that quiet? Jesus Christ!"
Yeah.
I know they didn't not see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like again, like Mondo Torres, one of the most recognizable silhouettes in entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're seeing this guy, he's there.
The other fucking thing that bugged me, speaking of racism, is when we
Mhm.
were in rural Minnesota, we went to a park where they have this like big tourist trap sort of sculpture-y thing. And there was
Okay.
family and there was teenagers who were clearly just like fucking around. And this group of teenagers were at the thing with this open book that the sculpture piece has that has a bunch of information in it, blah, 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 whatever. Trying to make his friends laugh. One of the teenagers is reading from the book in the sculpture in a racist Chinese accent. Like, you know,
Go ahead, speak a little Chinese for him, Derek.
and his name was Derek too. I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee it. It was Derek, it was Molly, it was Garrett, and it was Monica.
God.
No. What there's something else that's not Monica.
Mallory.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Aiden was
Got
there
it.
too. This was after the Walmart thing, by the way, so I was already a little revved up, and I was like, they're doing it the fucking hack, like, oh, I'm gonna say the L's like R's and the R's like L's, like ha ha ha. And it was like, oh my God,
Rough.
hey buddy, brother, my guy, do you not know you sound stupid as fuck? All right?
Yeah.
Do you not hear yourself? I'm stuck talking like you. I sound fucking stupid. You're gonna make fun of an entire culture. Oh, isn't it so funny that a group of people can't pronounce a certain English letter correctly? You say big. You say big. You're laughing about it, going hardy har har. Fuck you.
Yeah. And English is your first language. You have no fucking excuse.
You Scandinavian fuck.
Yeah, you all have accents that make it sound like the entire state has a gas leak. Like you all sound like you have room temperature IQs with this fucking accent you have.
The haha funny Chinese mispronunciations that you're doing, and again in this year of our Lord 2026, like is because it is the most insane tonal language I have ever come across in my entire life. That pisses me off. 2026.
It's so fucking I have never thought of that before, because that's the whole fucking thing, is like, oh, they can't pronounce this like syllable whatever correctly.
I can't
in
pronounce
Chinese. Depending on how you say it with the inflection, the word ma can mean like 17 different things, including mother and horse. Fuck
yes, literally. Like it, and you have to memorize that, because again, it's just vibes. And like, you're over here being like, oh, they say this. As an English speaker, there is I think it's either the letter Z or the combination CH. I can't remember. I cannot pronounce it. It is impossible to come out of my dumb American mouth, and it is going to be the thing that kills me.
Yeah. You know what has been said? You know what has been said with a Chinese accent? An incredibly groundbreaking scientific presentation on astrophysics. You know what has never been said? That has never been delivered
in a Minnesota accent.
Exactly. Oh, welcome to my TED Talk. Like, that's never been said.
No.
With that accent ever.
You know why they have that accent that you're making fun of? Because they're bilingual, you dipshit. How many languages do you know? They know a minimum at this point, a minimum of 2. Like, that's I feel like the third time I was ever high in my life, I realized that the only reason people have accents is because they're speaking English, and English isn't their first language. And then I was like, oh man, I bet we sound fucked up when we don't speak English. That means there's an English accent in every other language that they should and can be making fun of us for.
It is.
And one thing that like continues to astonish me, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, like by the grace of God, like, you know, I'm very grateful that I speak English. I would love to speak other languages as well, but like, for having English be your first language is kind of insane, because most other languages have like really interesting rules that make sense to their language. English is one of the most colloquial bullshit languages on earth that has so much like nuance and rule breaking and stuff that makes no fucking sense. And so to like, every time there's like, I run across a phrase in English that just, and I'm woefully lack of one off the top of my head now, but like, every time a phrase or a sentence or like, you know, a little bon mot comes across, it comes up in conversation, I'm always marveling, because like, I don't even know how I would begin to explain how this works in another language.
I know one. Because I was doing one of my lessons, and they showed the like translation of the words in the sentence, but those words were not what the sentence meant, because it was like, I'm assuming it was like a colloquialism. And I was talking with producer girlfriend, and she was like, I don't understand how you're supposed to learn this way if they're doing it this way. And then we kind of came down to like, oh, it's probably colloquialism. The example of that would be, I'm going to make the bed. Making the bed means to tidy the bed, to put the bed back together, to pull the sheets up, put the pillows on, flatten it, straighten it. You're not creating a bed. You're not building a bed. Yeah, you're not putting a bed. Yeah, I'm like, and English is just that. Yeah. English is just non-literal translations. English is literally just non-literal translations. Because why did the dictionary have to update literally to be literal, definition, actually, comma, also figuratively?
Figurative. Yeah, exactly.
It's a dumb language that sucks. It's not actually. So it means it's to imply, like, you have to know that's shortened of sucks dick. Like, that's a whole thing. Like,
and by the way, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's bad also. So, you know. It's also rooted in homophobia, I guess.
I guess.
Isn't that great? It's both the best and worst possible thing, depending on who you are and where you are in the situation. Yeah, one of the things that I saw while I was there too was a school, and it was called an English-Spanish immersion class or school or something like that. They were explaining it to me. And the way that this person, they were like, oh yeah, that's the fucking school for the Mexicans. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're explaining to me the concept of the school. And in my head, I'm like, I know what an ESL school is, but like English second language. Yeah. But then they keep going, no, that's not what it is. And finally I get it out of them. What this school is is you go there and they teach you both English and Spanish, and the lessons that you learn are in both English and Spanish, so that way, when you graduate from this school, you are fluent in both English and Spanish and learn in both languages. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I had that. I wish so much that I had that as a child.
It's also not, apparently it's not like a private school either. It's like a thing that you can just sign up for and just put your fucking kid in there.
That sounds amazing.
I wonder if you have to be Mexican. I wonder if they could just put Aiden in there and there's some kid walking around going, hola.
I mean,
Hola,
probably.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Again, probably. It's like,
how dare you? I'm as Mexican as black olives.
It's like, it sucks because it's like, oh yeah, that's the school for Mexicans, but it's like, I think of like people go put their kids in like a French immersion school or like anything like that, and no one's like, oh yeah, that's a school for French people. Like, it's like, no, it's like, oh my god, that's so fancy and crazy because it's French and because it's Spanish and we're in America, it's like, oh no, that's like the Mexican. Like, that's so stupid. How do I expatriate myself? Who's hiring?
Hey, in my experience, you can just go to France, apparently, and just be there for numerous amounts of months and work there and make money and not have to report it. People maybe cut that out. I don't know.
Maybe cut that out. I made a friend this weekend. Or actually, I made a friend last week.
Oh, you were telling me about this. I was real proud of you.
Yeah, who is ostensibly Canadian, as in a citizen of there, but lives and works in America, and they're she's so cool, so chill, so nice, and all I could think of was like, why are you still here if you're a dual citizen with like born in Canada? Like, this is kind of the time to not be here. Like,
yeah.
And you're a coder. You have an IT job. You can be anywhere. Why are you in America? But so you know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, yeah, that
is how do I expatriate myself? No,
exactly.
I'm so Mondo. I have another question about the language immersion school. Immersion. Just like you said, do you have to be Mexican or whatever to go to that school? Follow-up question, what if you are Mexican and you don't know Spanish at all? How do they test for, like, how do they judge for that? Because I feel like if you're doing it in school to go grade by grade, would you not have to have like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm actually glad you asked this. This is something that we talked about, believe it or not, on a previous RTP episode that we did. It's called the Vato Compton test. And what they do is they sit you and they ask you a series of questions while a machine is hooked up to your pupils, and it discerns whether or not you are Mexican. Which is just, in Minnesota, is the legal term for any Latino.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Catch-all is just Mexican.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, the South as well.
I don't know. I don't know if it's I didn't ask enough questions, and honestly, again, the person that I was there with was not answering the questions the way that I wanted them to. So I don't know. What I did discern was that around the area that there was the Spanish immersion school, there was also a regular elementary school that had just shut down. Like, they were like, yeah, it's a real sad shame that school shut down. And the Mexican school's thinking about moving in. It's like it's their school now. It's their country.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, this building is going to go like empty and decrepit, but something worse is going to befall it. Minorities. Like, that's insane.
No, nothing sort of exemplifies the American attitude, and it's ultimately what will be our downfall, is that we would rather something literally rot on the vine. We would rather something go into abandoned dilapidation than it benefit anyone not white Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah. Like, the entire Midwest. Yeah, like the whole, like the Rust Belt.
Okay.
Yeah, we would rather something be gutted, rotted out, home to fucking like raccoons.
Like American healthcare.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. I feel like maybe I want to walk something back a little bit, because I feel like we're being pretty mean to the Midwest. There is like, how do I say this? It's just Wisconsin that I hate, actually. And there, but no, fuck it. I just got fucking straight into it. Fuck them, dude. I still got to go to Chicago. I still got to go to Minneapolis. I don't have to go to fucking Madison. Fuck you, Wisconsin. Eat my ass. No, I really do like the Midwest, and I think it's kind of
great.
It's this thing that you see everywhere, and all right. I'm trying to come up with the words and in real time say them.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm trying to say. The Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, it is night and day different from the rural Minnesota. When you're walking around the city, I truly don't think that like my race even occurred to most of the people that I talk to. They just are normal human beings that are regular like people, and they're cool and they're awesome, and that's great. The problem with places like Minnesota, and you have it everywhere, you have it in Texas, you have it in, well, most of Texas, actually most of the South applies to this as well, but you have it in like rural parts of California, rural parts of New York. There are parts of the country that are essentially living like they're playing the game of American citizenship with a second controller that isn't plugged in. They are not like they're voting, and we hear you and whatever, but like they're not. You're not really living the life of an American. Like I walked around and I watched these people in rural Minnesota like complain about how expensive gas is in the city, and then they were like, I haven't been to the city in 40 years. And I'm like, what do you do for work? And they're like, well, this is the best part. What do you do for work? I asked this guy, and he goes, well, I don't really work for anyone. I'm a mechanic, so people just come to my house when they need like work done. And I go, oh, okay. What do you charge for that? Like, how do you discern what the prices are? And he goes, I'll just sort of charge based off of what they can have, like what they can afford to pay me at the time. And also, like, most of the people here do something, like, you know, Howard over there does this for food, somebody does this over here for like boat service, so like I do something for them, and then they like do something for me, and it's like that's just bartering, you fucking idiot. You made a community. You're doing socialism, kind of.
You are doing so. I cannot. Oh my God, you're doing a socialism.
Socialism.
My fucking God.
Socialism is that SpongeBob meme with the driver's license.
Yes.
Like
with Man Ray and Patrick.
With Man Ray and Patrick. Andrew, I'm gonna write this down. Andrew, do you watch SpongeBob as a teen?
No, I missed it. It was like right at I'm like just a couple years too old to have like SpongeBob have like imprinted on my gray matter.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it really quick. Okay, so Andrew, because you probably missed SpongeBob, there's a bit in one of the SpongeBob episodes where Patrick drops his wallet and a guy picks it up, and he's like trying to be a good guy. So he's like, hey, I'm trying to return your wallet. And he's like, oh, that's not my wallet. And he's like, are you sure? And he's like, I've never seen that wallet before in my life. And he's like, and he takes out an ID, and he's like, is your name Patrick Star? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, is this your ID? Yeah. And he's like, oh, this is in your wallet. And he goes, no, it's not my wallet. And then the guy just goes into like a blind fury. That's me with socialism. It's like you say all of the things that socialism provides, and then people either go, I don't want that, or, well, who's going to pay for it? Which is worse than saying I don't want that. The who's going to pay for it question pisses me off the most, because A, why can't you want good things for yourself? And B, you're technically already paying for it. We don't even have to make you pay more. We just have to give less money to the war machine.
Yeah, it's like I hope you know that like you already pay like 40% of your income in taxes.
It's like you're paying all this money. It's like you're getting taxed when you get paid, and then every time you buy something, you're getting taxed again, and then you're getting taxed like for your house that you already got, and it's all these taxes. They add up and add up and add up, and you get nothing from it, and you could keep paying these same taxes, maybe even less, and then actually get stuff out of it. And then they either go, I don't like socialism, who's going to pay for it? Or in the back of their head, they go, I don't want that because one of them kids at the Mexican school could get it too, and I don't want them to have that.
Yeah. Well, what if I get rich?
You're not.
Oh, you're not.
No. What if a guy?
Yeah, a guy who's a mechanic who works on the bartering system. First of all, sir, you getting rich is finally breaking into 50K a year, all right? That's you getting rich. And guess what? You're going to get more fucked. I saw this thing about effective tax rates, and it radicalized me even more than I ever thought I could, because I thought I was fully radicalized already.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if this isn't a book, it should be a book, and I'm going to write it. Because if it's not, I'm going to write it. And I'm going. The thesis is this: the discovery, and I currently live here.
Mm-hmm.
The discovery of gold in California is one of the biggest reasons why one of the biggest things to ruin the American psyche.
Interesting.
Since its inception.
Yeah.
And the reason for this is thus. The discovery of gold in California instilled, coupled with the Western expansion and Manifest Destiny, instilled in the American psyche, and it has been pervasive since that time, since the 1800s, that rugged individualism is the key to your fortune, and that like your individual success is just over the horizon in this to be yours and yours alone, won by hard work and good fortune.
Yeah.
And that as long as you strike out on your own without any help from anyone else, alone,
Mm-hmm.
and go and just put in enough hard work, again, just over the horizon, your ship is just about to come in. You are just one deal away, one sail away, one fucking breath away from making your fortune. We're always America. Every American is just waiting in the wings for their star-making turn.
Yeah. Temporarily embarrassed millionaires, all of us.
Temporarily embarrassed millionaires, all of us. And I really feel like the discovery in gold in California, because it also was this like, it instilled this like attitude that like there's this like mythical pot of gold waiting for all of us over the rainbow, and all that it takes is our blind belief and rugged individualism to attain it, to have it. And like that has atomized the American population so much that we cannot believe in community. We can't believe in it.
I agree with you. I'll start there. I agree with you. I agree with my opponent. He's a smart man. But what about the murders? No, I do agree with you full-heartedly. I think that another additional element to this, and maybe this comes from like, okay, I told you guys, I grew up here in California. They like really love telling us the story of the gold rush. Like that is a huge portion of our like elementary school learning. Like people come to your school, you pan for gold, you put like the fucking shaving cream and then you rub it off with like a butter knife. Like that's a whole thing that we did growing up that I thought everyone was doing, but you guys were doing.
I did that in Georgia.
Yeah, I think another thing, and another element that comes into this, and one that we learned heavily, is that the people who really profited off of the gold rush were the people who set up the towns that sold you the supplies, the shelter, and honestly
ran the brothels.
The brothels, which, by the way, in case you're unfamiliar, that's where the Trump family fortune comes from. It comes from a brothel. Yeah, it comes from a brothel that the like 2 generations before Fred, I think, ran it. A lot
of stuff is making sense.
We did a whole fucking series on Trump and the Trump family on Cult Podcast. If you want to go listen to that, we do a deep dive into it. But yeah, it's like that idea of this rugged adventurer being one lucky strike away from like being a millionaire. You guys put it well. I'm assuming this is a phrase that you guys had heard before, but momentarily embarrassed billionaire or whatever. That was just a dream sold to you by the people who were already in California, who weren't digging for gold, who were like, you got it, dude, there's so much gold. You got to come here and stay at my town and like buy the plot of land off of me.
Buy my shovels.
The best shovel. You're fucking, it's like going there and doing that is the same as going to the 7-Eleven and buying fucking scratchies. Like you're doing
100%.
It's the same shit.
No, not even. It's worse than that. It's betting on Kalshi is what that is.
Yes,
God.
no,
because only one person's making money.
That.
I
Jr.
really do want to make like a Banksy style portrait of a guy gold panning, but he's just like scratching off like a Ghostbusters scratching ticket. Which, by the way, I say this, when I was in Minnesota, I had $10 cash per diem left over, so I used them to buy 2 scratchy lotto tickets for $10. And I won $25. So you know what?
Hey, listen.
Think about what's going to happen when I put that $25 in. That's going to turn into $50, and then that $50 is going to turn into $100 because you double your money every time.
Every time without fail.
With DraftKings, the crown is yours.
I'm ruined.
I showed Crystal that sketch this weekend.
I'm sorry. Before we move forward with the podcast, can we please do our ad read? I hate that we have to do it. Folks, you guys hate that we told you we weren't going to do gambling ads, but we changed our mind because we want that bag. Hey, what's up, you stupid, dumb fucking idiot? You got a bunch of money that you don't know what to do with and you just need it gone? Well, why don't you put down a bet on something that you're going to fucking lose? Because some guy with actual government power knows that a war's going to happen. And he's going to put the money on when the bombs fall. Kalshi.
Yeah.
Take back
illegal.
Our
Kalshi,
prediction
it should be illegal, but it's not.
Knowing our audience, it probably should be poly market.
Yeah.
Rim shot.
Folks.
Rim shot.
All right, are you guys ready to do a podcast?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You got mail.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the only relationship advice show guaranteed to ruin your relationship. I am your betting on the horsey's boyfriend, Armando Torres, and joining me, as always, we have...
It is your temporarily embarrassed thousandaire, Andrew Rosas.
And it's me, your boyfriend, who's like 2 missed paychecks away from moving back in with mom.
Man. My God. Isn't that so funny that, like... I really do feel proud of myself for moving up through the ranks of poverty. Like, I used to be rank like bronze poverty, but now I'm like solid like gold, like knocking on the door of platinum or diamond. Now I feel, because I feel like before, if I lost my job within a week, I would be dead. But I feel like now it's like a month and then I would be dead.
I'm like, I'm proud of myself because I'm like, I have enough money to like pay for like to finish my lease out if I like lost my job, but now I have the wherewithal to not do that and to just abandon ship and move home with that same money, because then I can have more of that money in my pocket.
You know what? I'll say that I'm very proud of this. I can afford a less painful suicide when it all goes down. Like, I could afford that. Like, I could probably afford enough heroin to kill me instead of, like, just, like, a knife or a gun or a coaster.
Oh, no, see, I'd spend that money on a plane ticket to, like, Helsinki, where they'll, like, really treat you right. Like, they'll kill you at a spa. It's nice.
Yeah. I'm spending that money on the plane ticket to China, and I'm just going to, like, start working delivery there and then figure it out from there. I feel like that's the American dream now.
Fuck yeah. I'm just going to learn something about our government and talk about it a lot.
Dude,
5 in the back of my head. That's free.
Fire away.
That's free.
That's free ball.
It's so good to be back home, guys. I really cannot. I cannot stress to you how out of it I have felt over the last several weeks, not being home in California and also not being on social media, which, by the way, does not make you feel relaxed and like calm and soothing. Basically, being off social media, and apologies if I've talked about this before, but it's like being in a house next to the worst party ever, and you can hear how bad it's getting, but you don't see how bad it's getting, but you know that the fire's going to spread over to your lawn eventually. And it just sucked. It didn't feel good. I was in rural Minnesota enjoying the nature without social media, and it didn't feel like getting away. I felt like Ted Kaczynski at the cabin. I felt like I was getting ready. And then I fucking downloaded social media again, and then everything I saw was fucking terrible. It was like, oh, did you guys see that the Open AI they said the AI escaped?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Love it's like, oh yeah, it like escaped and like hacked into another system and whoops.
Yeah.
I bet that wasn't definitely a planned thing to show the government how good your fucking tools are.
Absolutely not. And it's like, and also like, you know how like Comcast is like tracking you in your house with their like Wi-Fi waves now, and then you can't, and it's just like a thing that they can do now and that they're going to do.
Yep. Flock cameras. And flock cameras being like, I know that's longer than just recently, but seeing how fucking awful it's getting.
They gave ICE electrocution gloves.
My God, I just saw that. That was the thing I was trying to remember that just happened. And it's like, it's cartoonish. It's cartoonishly barbaric how low we've gotten. I did want to say something on the thing of AI. I'm starting to understand how humans came up with religion, seeing how easy it is for boomers to personify a robot that doesn't have any kind of feelings. To hear people be like, I feel like Google Maps is learning off of me. I feel like every time I put in a thing, it like knows a little bit more about me, and like it takes me on routes that I want to go on better. And it's like that you're just Google Maps isn't even AI, dude.
Dude, that's just like that's just tower pinging, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, they put ChatGPT in the iPhones.
They did.
In the iMessages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's cool. That's so fun and cool.
I'm gonna ripcord this. I don't want to be sad anymore. I want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get out.
I'll tell you one thing about my trip, and then I'll never talk about it again. I sat on a lake. I sat on a lake, on a pontoon in the middle of a lake. Perfect weather, by the way. Every single person we came across, even the ones that didn't really want to talk to me that much, they were like, this is the best weather we've had all summer. I sat there on the pontoon with my fucking sunglasses on. I smoked a joint, and I bit into an apple that I had just gotten from a grocery store, and it maybe was the best moment of my summer. And I was doing that instead of learning about the gloves that they're going to use to punch my uncle. All right. Now let's help somebody out. Oh, okay. This one's a big one. I forgot about this. This one starts with a big, all caps, bold, emergency assistance requested.
Oh my God.
I'm a 25-year-old woman, and there's a man in my house. No, I'm kidding. I'm a 25-year-old woman who moved in with my parents while I get back on my feet financially. Luckily, an old friend from high school reached out and invited me to a Discord with a bunch of folks I hadn't spoken to in years. It's been nice to get a taste of the social life I've been missing while living at home. But then, I fucked up. My old high school friend, the one that originally got everyone back together, he's asked me out in the past. However, I am very, very, very queer. I have never and still do not have feelings for this man. What I do have is crippling anxiety, and apparently my fight or flight response is to just say, sure.
Oh, no.
I've been operating under the assumption that we're friends and that I'm his wing woman. I literally comment on the women in our lives. I am gay. There have been approximately 40... Gay! I had to leave the pause so someone could just clip it. That's what they're gonna do when I die and they talk about me on Fox.
We're gonna clip shimp the fuck out of you.
I am gay. There have been approximately 47 opportunities for this man to notice. To notice how gay I am. So now I am sitting at work writing this because I have absolutely no idea how to undo this without making things incredibly awkward. I don't want to hurt him, but I also don't want to go on a date with somebody that I have zero romantic interest in. And I really don't want to fuck up the friendship or the friend group because getting these people back in my life has genuinely meant a lot to me. So boyfriend material. How the hell do I get out of a date I never wanted to go on in the first place?
I would like to preface all of our very incredibly funny answers with this real statement. Even if you were open to dating men, you don't want to date this guy because he is so non-observant that he hasn't even clocked your queerness and has asked you out. That is not the makings of a good partner, of someone who cannot even clock this very like obvious basic thing about you. That's going to be a guy who whoever ends up with him is going to be reminding him of like dates and anniversaries until he dies of heart disease before her.
Oof. That, oh, well, first of all, you can just you can say it to my face next time, because that is me.
Shut up, Mr. iPhone notes of all the things that your loved ones like. Shut up.
Yeah, fair enough. The stuff about it's also, that's so funny that you're so like, I can tell that this guy probably sucks to be around, because all three of us can be around a person we don't know in proximity, like at a bar. We could just and get the vibe that somebody's gay, like somebody we're not even having a conversation with.
Nope.
Because of their big shirt that says "I'm gay" on it. And
yeah, this doesn't just portend ill for a romantic partner. This is like kind of a person I don't know if I'd want to be around.
Yeah.
Somebody who lacked that much awareness of like the people that they like wanted to be friends with or hang around with, that they wouldn't clock your like queerness. But also, you're too nice. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say two contradictory statements back to back. Something that has been popularized, I would say, in sort of the over-therapized American vernacular is that you don't owe anyone anything. Protect your peace, girl, queen. First of all, I think that goes speaking to the rugged individualism earlier. I think that we do owe things to each other. As a society, it's called a social contract, and that needs to still remain in effect for us to like function as like, again, a society.
Yeah, everyone owes at least 24 things.
Yeah, we do owe each other some things. Because if you do believe that we don't owe each other anything, then you need to be homesteading a cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Absolutely. And doing everything yourself. I don't want you getting city water. Fuck you.
No.
Yeah, no. We do, in fact, owe each other some things.
Yeah. I owe all of us $13,000 because I owe the IRS that, and that's technically all of your money that I stole from you. Also, just really quickly, I want to say it's so funny that you compared like this weird romantic psychology that's been taking place, like mindset, as this weird like frontiersman gold rush, and I realized that we literally are the homesteaders that have accomplished our goal and have now set up shop, and it's like, come on in, you're gonna catch a girl, I swear, you're gonna be a boyfriend, it's gonna happen for you. Get in here, idiot.
Except we're selling fucking IUDs and condoms out here in the West.
Olive Garden gift cards.
I don't so much run a brothel as much as I share the stories of OnlyFans models.
Yes,
right, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh no, we didn't get rich by having a relationship. We got rich by starting a podcast about how to ruin your relationship.
Yeah, and also we keep saying this word "rich." We mean it in like the general like friendship is the true treasure way. That's
right.
Interaction, socializing, perhaps.
Yeah. Patreon.com/MidnightSnackTV.
Yeah, because I'll have you know, we make tens of dollars from this fucking podcast. Which we are grateful for, every single one of you. Patreon.com/MidnightSnackTV, please.
Cannot tell you how thankful we are for all of you. I also I have a new role that for the podcast in general. Because I've realized that there, in addition to just have a conversation, acid in the face, like things that are answers almost always for these types of questions, I'm realizing that, Griff, you came up with this solution last time. Make the date a viewing of the movie Obsession. I don't care if he's seen it before. It's even better if he's seen it before. And that's what you picked out to watch.
Yeah.
So just as like a blanket statement, conversation, acid in the face, watch the movie Obsession. Those are going to be the three always answers that we have for every single question, because they kind of do solve everything.
What about okay, so if we're too late and you still have to go on the date, it's too late to cancel because you're being too polite. When you arrive on the date in your I Heart Hot MILFs t-shirt, which is a hat on a hat, you are going to then feign ignorance and say that I thought this was like a friend date. I go on dates with, and then you list your straight female friends all the time, and we call them dates. I thought it was like that. Like do you not go on friend dates?
I like this a lot. I was actually gonna say, in the back of my head, I had like, show up to the date and be like, I thought you were joking. I'm gay. You know I'm gay, right? And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh.
No matter what happens, the sentence, wait, I thought you knew I was gay. You know I'm gay, right? Should be uttered at some point during the night as early as possible.
As early as possible. And to close the loop on, I thought I was saying earlier, we do owe each other some things. However, you do not owe this person a date at all. Like, this is like, and like, to be nice to like say, like, you just need to be, you don't need to be like, like cruel about it, but you definitely need to stand up for your sexual orientation, like how you, you know, the kind of romantic partner that you want. Like, this feels very sort of Frasier sitcom-y, like pretending to be gay to not ruin, to save face or not ruin another social situation. So
oh my god, it is. It's and also like, and again, but you know, hey guys, again, we can't do books by their covers anymore, because just like we talked last week's episode, everyone's dressing fruity now. So like,
that's true.
I get it, but like, I get it. I got hit on at a bar by a man like 2 weeks ago, and I was dressed like a cool 14-year-old named Tyler. So you know,
I think
what are you gonna do?
Why he was hitting on you.
I was
Austin,
dressed like
Texas, pedophile capital. Yeah.
I was dressed. Well, that might be DC. I was dressed like a cool 6th grader is maybe the funniest sentence I've heard this week.
Yeah, well-dressed lesbian below 5'8", you just look like a cool 6th grader.
No, yeah, I fuck with the vision.
It can't be helped.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to like get down to letting this person know what you're all about as soon as possible into this. But I do think, okay, actually, I'm coming back on it now, because I'm wondering if you should like nip this in the bud even before this so-called date, because like, I don't know, depending on the type of person this dude is, getting this information before apps have arrived at dinner might make the rest of that conversation, the rest of that, you know, experience, and not great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like,
can you make a PowerPoint presentation of all of the women that you've dated in the past 10 years, and present it to him, and say, hi, I'm gay. I'm not just saying that to not date you specifically. I don't want to date any men. Here's my resume of all of the women. These are my gay references, if you want to call them.
Sure.
They can back up my story.
This is my CV letter. It stands for cunt vagina, and
yeah. So if you want to, I can get you a reference if you want. But I would still like to be your friend. But also, please look at my presentation. My presentation.
Your presentation, yeah.
Presentation. I feel like the right answer is to be very clear that this person has misread this situation greatly. And I think you can use that to your advantage, as we've also brought up, of just like, dude, I can't believe, you know I'm gay. Like, you have to know I'm gay. Which, by the way, is, like Andrew said, is the only part you should be, quote unquote, like, mean about. Like, because you want to, you know. You clearly care for this person. You don't want to embarrass them. Like,
exactly. Yes.
Like, it's your intentions are clear. So I'm going to take us in a different direction and say, you are going to make a dating profile for this guy, and then you are going to match him with the hottest possible person, because I truly do believe that even the most average dud, if they had a creative director, if they had a woman creative director, I swear to God, lives would be so much better. Guys would dress better. Their profiles would be, they would because here's the thing, a guy hold up a fish, right? A guy hold up a fish, and you see that and you go, that's fucking stupid. You know what's in guy's head? Guy go, I can provide for you. I'm strong and I'm fit enough, and if it came down to it, I could catch us a big ass fish and we would be okay. And that's something that I think that a woman wants. That's what's in guy's head. That's what in guy head.
Armando, I think you may have just stumbled upon our shovel store during the gold rush.
Is creative directing
dating profiles? Absolutely.
I feel like we pitched this before. I'm just saying, if you find somebody, messing with somebody, and then you set up a meet cute to happen right before, and then they fall in love, and then you don't have to go on a date anymore because you found somebody perfect. That was the advice. Now I'm putting that to the side because I actually do think an app where you have to get 5 references from women that you know personally, and then your dating profile is built out of the average of what these 5 women built.
Ooh.
They get to build your dating profile for you, and then it averages it out, and that becomes the dating profile that you have. I think that's kind of genius.
I think that is insanely genius.
It's called
copyright, trademark. I'm mailing it to myself. You can't take this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the app is called Vouched, and
Ooh.
Fuck yes.
And like, listen, you got to get five female references. They have to leave like a sound bite, like a 30-second sound bite minimum or a maximum, like saying like this is why this person's great, you know, or what have you.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would go get, because also it eliminates I feel like we'd also create like a weird sub economy of like Fiverr.
Oh my god.
Like Fiverr women's brigade that would be like, I'll be one of your vouched references for like $30 to get around the thing.
Like Raya.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's I mean, unfortunately, there's always going to be fucking bad faith actors. It's unavoidable. It's the same type of people that that are looking for a unicorn on regular dating sites. But like, I also, all right, poking holes in the theory to make it stronger.
Okay.
I also feel like another problem is that I'm operating under the assumption of, I genuinely do believe man hold up fish, man think he provide. Like, I really do think that he's just not
and manly
manly not communicating that well enough. I'm afraid that if we do open up the soul of this man through the lens of people who know him, who can translate what he's trying to say, man don't take extra step to do that himself. And then you see, because that's the problem, is basically this is less of a dating app and more of like selling a boyfriend kit. It's basically 5 other women being like, underneath all of this bullshit, if you clean it up, if you fucking chisel away at how fucking dumb he is, you're gonna have a pretty good guy.
Well, then I think if we develop this app in conjunction with the Fix Him app that we talked about a couple episodes back, where you fix a guy, but he can never be with you because he's just going to see you as like a bitch for the rest of your life, and then go find another woman now that you've made him better. Maybe if we make these apps in conjunction, we can like kind of partner them to make the a better dating experience. My current coworkers are all, Jesus, I think they're like 22, 23, and 24. And before I left today, they were trying to make weekend plans, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, I can't. I'm going to be in New York visiting my girlfriend." And the other guy was like, "I can hang out on Saturday, like after a certain time, because I have to take my girlfriend to the airport, and I want to spend time with her before that." And I literally turned to them and I was like, "Hey, I don't know if this is weird. I just want to tell you guys, it's super heartening to hear the way you talk about your partners and your girlfriends, because like, man, it's bad out there."
Yeah.
I was like, it's real bad out there. I got a lot of female friends who've only told me horror stories, and the way that you guys like treat your girlfriends is just like, it kind of makes me feel like hopeful for humanity. So I just want to say thank you for that. It was the opposite of old man screams at sky. It was like old man has like hope, has kernel of hope for a second.
Well, yeah. I hope what we're starting to see, I agree with you. I hope what we're starting to see with this new generation, ourselves included, hopefully, is less of the focus of getting a significant other as an attainable life achievement, and more of it's become like, I need to find a partner to do this with because it's too hard. It's too hard. It's way too hard. Life is impossible. Like before, our parents and some of the older millennials and maybe even some of the older Gen Z, they have this like, you grow up, you get out of college, you get married, you buy a house, you have a family. And now it's more like, first of all, I'm not going to be able to afford college. I'm not getting a job after this. I'm for sure never going to own a house. I cannot afford or even think of it. Is a nightmare scenario to have a kid. So what I really need is another person that I can hold on to for dear life. And we can both just kind of slowly shove each other forward and help each other out. And I feel like that's the big difference. And now we're all in this together, because I swear to God, so many guys I know so many people that just got married because they were like, I need to get married to somebody. I need to fill this job position.
Right, exactly. They posted on LinkedIn, just like we gotta fill this position. And there's like weird sort of pros and cons, I think, to sort of the life checklist sort of being stripped away with everything else in this, not to tie everything back to the rapidly deteriorating quality of life in America and the world at large. But it sort of has this weird knock-on effect of like clarifying things a little bit, or at least like stripping away the sort of external motivations for doing things, and like really getting down to like why are you doing this? Like, why do you want this? What is at the core of like your desire for this thing? Because I think the natural inclination to want to like share your life with somebody, to have a partner, is intrinsic. I don't think that that's like a uniquely modern idea, but I think the current sort of like context and our awareness has made it a lot more complicated, non-derogatory. It's just perhaps like brought our motivations into sharper focus, which I think is important as we as like hyper self-aware beings.
I was thinking about this as an analogy, and maybe this doesn't make sense, so I apologize profusely already. But it kind of feels like oh my God, I spent so much time researching and hearing about the incel community again for cool podcast. And it's like, I think a huge problem with those guys, aside from just general core concept, is that they treat having a romantic partner as if to be like, I need a car. They have the same energy as like, I need a car, and any car will do. And it's like, okay, but you have to realize that like, you actually only have to drive 10 miles a day, and technically you could like a tank or a plane, like, you know what I mean? Like, you need a vehicle.
But then there's some of them that are like, I need a Lambo stat.
Yes.
And only a Lambo.
And I deserve a Lambo.
I deserve a Lambo, and I'm unemployed. So what do you have for me? Final pitch for me. What if, and this is, don't do this. This is just a fun one for me. What if you go on this date, you go through with it, whatever, do not let him kiss you, because obviously don't kiss on the first date. You're a classy lady. Yeah. You go on this first date, and then at the end of the date, you can give him like a report, and then that's when you take off your mask Scooby-Doo style and reveal the lesbian underneath and say, I'm gay, but I have some notes for you. On how to improve on a real date in the future.
Yeah, because you were
that can maybe help him get out of his singleness. Yeah, you're close. You got there's some good bones in there. But the meat's all fucked up.
Listen, we need to take this thing down to the studs. We're ripping out the drywall. We're getting the black mold out of here.
Yeah.
I do like vouched as an alt title, or maybe a tagline for our new app. It's just good bones on this one. Good bone. Wait, no, that's wait.
No, we can't do that. No.
I hear it. Let me try again. Boner.
There we go.
There, we did it. Clip and ship it.
Yeah, so let's ship that. Thank you, caller. I hope that helps. Genuinely, just honest to God, I think show up to wherever you are, and then just be a huge fucking chauvinist to like every woman that works there. Just be like a total fucking hog. Just like as your waitress walks by, like flirt with the greeter, like be everyone's 60-year-old recently divorced dad, you know.
Yeah.
Have that energy and just be overtly gay, and I think you'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us. This pausing that I keep doing is because sometimes I slip into the fucking accent again because I've been doing it for so long and I need to stop. I need to have my California accent, dude. I need to go back to sounding like how I used to.
Put on that Ninja Turtles movie.
Honestly,
there you go.
That might be kind of cash, brother.
That's hella.
That's hella freaking tight, my guy. Hey, if you want to send us in a question that we'll do in various different accents, apparently, you can send an email over to midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com. You can put question in the title, and then in parentheses, you can put what kind of accent you want, and we'll try.
Yeah.
Within
Please
reason.
don't be Australian. Please don't be Australian. We're bad at it.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at Australian.
Jesus Christ.
I sound like I'm from Brisbane.
I'm going to be constructive here. You should kill yourself.
He doesn't miss. Folks, he does not miss. He just adds to the board every time. midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com is the best way to send us a question and get featured on the show. And if you send emergency advice needed, sometimes I'll put more priority on it because this one is pretty good, and I hope you get out of it. And if you want to help support the show, which is mostly like, the fees that go into hosting the show, making the show, the services that we use for it, and then also the coding languages that we need to take to learn rather, so that we can make vouched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like vouched a lot. You can go to patreon.com/midnightsnacktv. That's the best way to support us and help us do things that we're doing. And I think that's all of the plugs, except, I would have been able to see this last one if I had a newer set of glasses, wouldn't I? Do any of you have a place that I could go to get glasses?
I think Andrew does.
Mondo, that's incredibly fortuitous of you to ask, because yes, I do. Zenni Optical is where you can go to get some new glasses for your peepers, or sunglasses. They sell sunglasses too. And we have a discount code. That's right. ZenB is our discount code. ZN, the letter B, midnight is our discount code. If you use that discount code when you check out, you will get 10% off of your order. And we also get our beak wet. Everybody wins. And then you can see or look cool like a cartoon sun with sunglasses on. Why does the sun need sunglasses? We'll never understand this. ZenB Midnight is the code. So go to Zenni Optical to upgrade your the dog days of summer eyewear or vision. Get that shit 2020.
And as always, we would like to thank our other sponsor, the California Lottery. The California Lottery, the official litter of gas stations.
What else is going to soak up that oil slick?
It's so crazy to me, like the lottery. I don't want to get into it, but it's so crazy to me that every time I remember that the lottery, this horrible, debaucherous, addictive thing, like supports schools.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
So
do.
fucking every single time I see some desperate fuck just scratching, I'm just like, that's a crayon. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's one reduced lunch right there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Not free.
It's pretty funny that the lottery supports schools, but it's definitely not supporting any statistics classes, because if it did, the system would be designed to collapse on itself.
Really puts a positive spin on it. Hey, if you want to find me, I'm on social media sometimes, apparently, at Mondo Does Stuff. MANDO Does Stuff, all one word. I did not end up having shows in Minnesota, and I'm sorry to the people that I saw message me when I got back. I'm gonna start having shows again, especially in October, and that'll be fun. And speaking of October, we're working on a new tabletop role-playing show in conjunction with Nightly Brew, who you might know as the creators of Death Battle. So if you are wanting to listen to that, go ahead and go over to Nightly Brew and subscribe to them and get ready, because it's going to come out in October, I believe. And they have other campaigns coming out too. So go, if you're interested in tabletop role-playing shows, go over to Nightly Brew. Also, they play Blood on the Clock Tower and a bunch of other fun stuff as well, with people that you've seen like me, and also people like Barb and Trev and BK and others. Chad's there. It's fucking bitch ass. Yeah, and that's all for me. Andrew, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram at andrewrosas.ig or andrewrosas.art. I really would love if you could follow my art account. I'm doing more stuff on there, posting a lot more on there. Honestly, I think I'm posting on my art account on Instagram more than like my Real Human Boy main account. So yeah, andrewrosas.art over there. Also, join my postcard club. newwestpostclub.com will take you to my Ko-fi, where you can subscribe for $8 a month. I will send you a postcard straight to your door featuring my art on one side and a postcard on the other that you can send to a friend or a loved one, or cut out letters from a magazine, send to an enemy. Although they'll probably know where it came from, and it'll come back to me. Don't do that last one, but the other ones, feel free to do. Newwestpostclub.com is where you can sign up for that. And that's what I got going on. Griff, what about you?
I am the _ indoor kid on all platforms that allow an underscore, and if it doesn't, just take it out. That's still probably me. And my socials are dark now, but they should be not dark eventually. Just follow me there. I'll accept you, and if you don't see it, it's because it's fine. It's whatever. But you know where you can guarantee to find me is my girlfriend's Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/blackcrystal with a K and an E. And it's a lot of fun over there, especially on Mondays, where we play Overwatch with the community. So come on, pull through. Sometimes there's stuff on Wednesdays if I'm not too tired from doing this Tuesday stream with the boys. And then every Friday it's a DJ stream party, and it's really good. And she's a real good DJ, and it's kind of infuriating how quickly and good she got at it, because she's so talented at so many other things already. So come hang out and come check it out.
Yep.
Hell yes. And again, patreon.com, and that what was the other one? Oh, racistgofundme.com. Yeah, that's another one that I really enjoy.
BigOldCocksandDicks.com as well.
.com.
Also take you there.
xvideos.com will not take you there, unfortunately.
Couldn't get it.
Damn.
But
sucks.
you can find us there. I should start uploading to xvideos, actually. I wonder how we would do there.
Dude, I've thought about uploading gameplay videos there, but SEO.
It'd be fine. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And until next week, we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
That's right, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye.